go through a year-and-a-half probation period here, and they look. LAPD knows things better than any other police department, except for maybe New York City. Mm-hmm. And if they can get an LAPD officer there to tell them how they do things, that's exactly what they want.
Okay, so why do you think that then they still, I want you to further explain why being trigger happy is they thought that was a benefit, or why do they want LAPD officers to be trigger happy? Why?
Mean. They're mean.
You say they're mean?
Because they're mean, yeah. Well, for one, they're mean. Two, like I'm saying, they want their officers to be aggressive. And if the officers are backing down, then they're not. Just like when I was in Vietnam, they wanted us to be psychos.
Really? So okay. So how long did you spend? How long did you spend?
I was there at a year in a combat unit.
Oh, really? Okay.
They wanted us to be psychos. And this came from Washington D.C. Halfway through my tour, they said, the way it had been was that in order to kill a Viet Cong, an enemy soldier, he had to be carrying some weapon. If he was just in civilian clothes, you caught him out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night, you couldn't kill him. Well, I guess in that situation you could, but you couldn't kill him unless he is carrying a weapon, a grenade, a pistol, an AK-47. What they changed it. This was in Washington, D.C. This wasn't from the general of our division or from the general in charge of all the divisions over there. They said, if you see a Viet Cong, you think he's a Viet Cong, shoot and kill him. If he's dead, he's a Viet Cong. If he's alive, you got a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So they told us flat out, doesn't have to have a weapon on it. So they said, shoot any Vietnamese. You think they're a Viet Cong, you don't have to. And the reason for it, I don't know. I guess you don't know that much about the Vietnam War. That there was a thing about the body count.
Okay, so we had over 56,000 soldiers that died in Vietnam, my friend.
The director of the Vet Center said maybe twice that.
Okay.
Because a guy in my he was in the company. He was in my squad. An African American. That he was only there 3 weeks. He took my place on a mission. He wanted to. He wanted to get out of the base camp. So he asked me if he could take the place, and I was amazed that they let him. But he got shrapnel in his liver. A booby trap went off, and we went to visit him in the hospital because they were going to ship him out. But they ship him out right away to the States because if they die in the States, he's not in the death toll. They're doing that over there in Iraq.
Really?
And they're not in the death toll.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Yes.
Over in Iraq and also now in Afghanistan, if someone's wounded and they think they're going to die, they ship them immediately. There's an army hospital in Germany.
Okay.
They ship them right now because they're not counted in the death toll. It could be, and this is what the director of the Vet Center, the one I was talking about, that he said that, and like I said, it happened in my squad. He took my place on a mission, and they shipped him out.
Okay, so the death toll numbers that they report to the public is actually really much lower
Much lower, yes.
Much lower than what it really is.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
The director of the Vet Center, he was in a combat unit like I was for a year, and when he left there, from what he told me, I don't think he was making it up, he left there in a body cast.
Okay.
Well, you can be sure that they shipped him out as fast as they could,
Okay.
He wasn't in the body cast when they shipped him out of Vietnam, but they shipped him to Japan. My brother was in the Air Force, and he unloaded those guys that were coming from they get them out of there as fast as they